Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Katie and we are still doing Inktober. If you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the rest of Inktober that I've done so far, and of course don't forget to hit subscribe. And with that being said, let's just get straight into it, shall we? So we are picking back up with the prompt tick. I didn't really massively know what else to do, so I went on good old Google, got some images up of ticks and thought I would draw that. I'm using that unpronounceable ink in Scarlet for the background, which I thought was quite apt for the nature of ticks. And I just smush it around there with a wet brush, just so we have a nice even layer of it. And plus it's easier to do with a brush really. Continuing on with the same unpronounceable brand of ink, I went for the chestnut colour that was there, and I thought that would be ideal for the body. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this tick is anatomically correct. They're all pretty tiny, and my reference page was pixels, so I guess there's only so close up people can get with these cameras to take photos of these horrible creepy crawlies. I did think about perhaps drawing a bit of a scenario where I am trying to feed my beloved dog a tick tablet, or a flea and tick tablet, but the fact that I had to do that to the dog is complicated enough, never mind trying to illustrate it. Moving on to our next illustration, that prompt is helmet. And what sprang to mind for me was some young kid with a skateboard sitting on a wall, obviously wearing all of their protective gear, which includes a helmet. I wanted to really keep the colours on here simple, even though the line work is a little bit more complex compared to the rest of the book. For some reason, I really like this one, it's pretty quirky. I thought adding the colours in there quite loosely with water-based markers and then going over it with a paintbrush was pretty cool as well, and in a weird kind of way, even though it was an accident, I quite like how that blue merged in with the red there. That's sort of given me ideas to play about with these markers once Inktober is finally over for me. I kept it to primary colours, again just for simplicity, but I quite like it. This next prompt, for some reason, is one that I struggled with. I just did not know what to draw that would be interesting apart from a compass. But rather than having it pointing north, I had it pointing to a heart. So you should always follow your heart. That's my idea behind this. Again, I kept it pretty simple, apart from on the heart though. I actually have a glitter liner and I thought that would just be perfect to go over that red heart. Again, I've just kept it simple, just blocked out the colours, used a light blue for the background, a deeper blue for the edge of the compass, and a good old bit of thick liner pen, and we are pretty much done, obviously putting the other points of the compass on there too. Moving on, we have the next prompt, which is collide, and for some reason I wanted this to sort of have a bit of a logo feel to it. I thought having two horned beasts, by all means insert which one you might think it is in there. It could be a goat, it could be a gazelle, who knows. But I thought having those locking horns and actually clashing would make a good representation for this prompt. Keeping them as a silhouette and adding all of the colour detail in the background really worked out well, and the red and yellow combination just seemed absolutely fitting for this particular subject. I like how this one turned out. Anyway, the next prompt is our beloved moon. I thought I would get that silver glitter marker out, and it is a Spectrum Noir one, very similar to the Wink of Stella ones which I have been advised about. Generally though, I don't get on very well with these pens. This is one I've had for a long time which I hadn't opened up until this Inktober thing, and to be honest, I probably won't use it again because more than likely it's gonna leak everywhere. They always do. I've had so many disasters with them, but not on this picture. Again, keeping it simple and relying on blocking out large areas, I think this has quite a nice balance to it. It took a little while to carve in the outline for the moon, obviously because I was excluding the centre part, but once that had been done, it was time to just add a nice face to the guy, and move on to the next one. Now, it seems that I always have a bit of a tradition with Inktober. We've already put Chester on one of those prompts, and yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog's got to make an appearance. As soon as I saw the prompt loop, gosh, all those months ago now, I instantly thought of Sonic running around a loop. We all know, and if you're new here, you should know, I am a bit of a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I was there when it came out, and only the classic Sonic, but I like playing it. I wish there were more games made with Sonic in them, old school style. It's been so long since Sonic Mania came out. Anyway, keeping it ridiculously simple, just loosely colouring everything in. You know this isn't my best work here, these are just quick drawings. The next one we have is Sprout, and I do apologise, I thought I'd pressed record on my camera, but I clearly hadn't. But either way, I outlined everything with a liner pen and coloured everything in with water-based brush tip markers. I thought there was something very basic and symbolic about this, holding a pile of dirt with something sprouting out of it. I'm sure there's a metaphor there. The next and final one is Fuzzy. All I could think about for this one was a fuzzy bunny rabbit. I know. And to make things extra cutesy and fuzzy, I thought we would go with a very non-realistic rabbit colour of pinks and purples. Using the brush tip aqua markers, I just laid down some colour. I added some other shades of pinks and purples in there just to give a bit of tonal variation. And that was before I started adding the water. And this is a bit of a double picture here, because once I'd added that water and those edges had softened, the image became, you could say, a little bit fuzzy, which was perfect. I used the existing ink on the page with some water and extended that loveliness out onto the lighter areas, as well as adding some details to the face, and I think that represented Fuzzy pretty well. Anyway, we've had a multiple picture video here. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know down below which one your favourites are, and a massive thank you for being patient with me whilst I have struggled to try and get Inktober completed. Of course, thank you as always for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support. And be sure to make sure you have subscribed so you don't miss that final instalment of Inktober. Anyway, there should be some more videos on screen I think you're going to enjoy, so why not give one of those a click? And I will see you lovely lot on the next video. Bye!